The world is full of incredible engineering successes, with most structures being built to near perfection by architects the world over. Like most other prestigious career fields, architects are considered some of the most well-respected and highly regarded, alongside those such as doctors and lawyers. Their reputation for being at the top of their field is due to their need to be near perfect in their jobs with little room for error. Any mistake for an architect could result in tragedy, both costly in money and in human life. It's not unheard of for a bolt to be off by less than half an inch and resulting in an entire bridge collapsing, or a measurement being off and a building being in jeopardy of coming down. Mistakes like these, although seemingly tiny to the untrained eye, can be catastrophic. It's important for architects to strive to be perfect, as the lives of many are in their hands. The unfortunate truth is mistakes happen in this field just like in any other. But when they take place in this realm, the tragedy can be tenfold, because buildings, bridges and the like are used by thousands at a time. Here are 10 of the biggest architectural blunders in history. Number 10. Cloud Skyscraper, Seoul, immediate backlash. South Korea's largest city took on a project to spruce up Seoul's skyline. Part of the multi-use complex, which was set to cost several $billion, included a twin-tower design which has come to be known as the Cloud Skyscraper. It features 2 towers connected by a design that resembles a cloud. This drew immediate criticism from the USA because of its resemblance to how the World Trade Center Twin Towers looked when engulfed in smoke before their collapse in 2001. The design drew harsh backlash, causing the architect to issue a public apology. Number 9. Walt Disney Concert Hall, Los Angeles, effectively a laser light. Architect Frank Gehry makes our list again, previously with the Stata Center, with the Walt Disney Concert Hall. The structure's exterior was built shiny to be an eye-catcher, which it certainly accomplished. The problem is the material which causes such significant shine is also perfect for reflecting light, which it certainly does when the sun beams down on it. The light reflected acts as a laser to neighboring buildings, heating them up by up to 15 degrees. Frank Gehry might have missed the mark again, but he will never be accused of not grabbing the public's attention with his designs. Number 8. W.E.B. Dubois Library, Massachusetts, forgot to account for the weight of 60,000 books. Another university in the state of Massachusetts makes our list with the W.E.B. Dubois Library, considered the tallest library in the country at 26 stories high. When it opened, it was seen as a crowning achievement in architecture, but quickly became a headache after only a few months when the brick started to chip. After careful review, it was found that the building was constructed without accounting for the fact that it would be carrying 60,000 books. The immense weight caused the building to sag unexpectedly, resulting in major upkeep. Number 7. Dubai Aquarium, the fish are escaping. One of the largest aquariums in the world, the Dubai Aquarium is located within the world's largest mall. The aquarium holds 2.5 million gallons of water and holds nearly 35,000 total marine life, making this a true marvel. The attraction was an instant hit, selling tens of thousands of tickets within the first week of opening. Unfortunately, within a short amount of time of opening, the aquarium's glass cracked, allowing water to rush out, putting the biggest mall in the world in danger, leading to a mass evacuation. The crack was quickly repaired by a team of divers sent down to fix the glass. Number 6. Tampa Bay Devil Rays Tropicana Field, interfering with the games. Major League Baseball's Tropicana Field, home to the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, isn't considered an architectural disaster, but it certainly is a big accident for spectators paying to see the team play. The designers constructed the stadium with walkways situated directly over the playing field, obstructing the game. With so much real estate in the air occupied by the catwalks, it's a common occurrence for baseballs to hit them, causing the game to be interrupted or even outcomes to be affected. Number 5. Millennium Dome, London, a $40 million waste. Another sporting arena joins the list, only this time from the other side of the world, in London. The Millennium Dome was constructed around the turn of the millennium, aptly named. The vision for the dome was an all-encompassing state-of-the-art sports facility which cost the city over $1 billion. Although the structure was not built incorrectly, it was simply considered quite a massive failure because of its inability to attract the crowds it was intended to attract. With initial estimates at 12 million visitors in the first year, it only drew half of that due to the negative feedback it received because of its unappealing look. The money spent to close and reopen the dome was exorbitant at over $40 million. Number 4. Buckingham Palace, London, sewage flooding the rooms. London's most distinguished locale, Buckingham Palace has long been considered the crème de la crème of the country. The palace features several hundred rooms, which is simply astounding in its own right. When something so magnificent is created, it's rare that there are many issues with it, but Buckingham is not immune to pitfalls. In its infancy stages during the early 1800s, the palace's kitchens were plagued with issues including sewage flooding the rooms as well as poor ventilation. It took several teams to repair the extensive issues. Number 3. Rugong Hotel, Pyongyang, incomplete after 3 decades. Pyongyang's giant tower will long be considered an embarrassment to a country that is very cognizant of its image to the rest of the world. Dating back to 1992 when construction began, the Rugong Hotel has been plagued with constant issues. To this day, the 1,083-foot hotel has yet to be completed nearly 3 decades later. The hotel has not only been a time-consuming failure of a project but has accounted for 2% of the country's entire GDP over that time span. It's safe to say that this hotel has been more of a headache than it's worth. Number 2. Sydney Opera House, can't hear your own music. One of the world's most recognizable landmarks and often considered the quintessential music hall, the Sydney Opera House has long been seen as nearly flawless. But the reality is that for decades, unbeknownst to most, the acoustics have always been slightly off. The Opera House and the stage productions were switched, ending with them being housed in different halls than originally intended. This caused the acoustics to be disconcerted, making it difficult for musicians to hear the music they played. Plans for $200 million renovations have since helped to rectify the acoustics. Number 1. Mets Citi Field, New York, many issues resulting in lawsuits. New York City's second baseball team spent close to $1 billion to replace Shea Stadium with Mets Citi Field in 2009. This was seen as a huge improvement over the previous stadium and gave fans high hopes for a fresh start for their Mets, who have always played second fiddle to the world-famous Yankees. The stadium was plagued with problems from the onset, with issues to the kitchens, electricity shortages, collapsing pipes and falling signs. The issues resulted in lawsuits and rework having to be completed throughout the arena. As a reminder, we have even more interesting videos on our channel. Subscribe and stay informed about the release of new interesting videos.